Howdy everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Malenia's Arsenal, the series where we fight Malenia and NG +7 with every single weapon. In this episode, we'll be using the Starline Sword. It is a katana. And before we get into it, I'd just like to ask you guys, please, if you enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you want to help choose what to use next. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Starline Sword. Sword encrusted with a line of stars fashioned from small pieces of crude glintstone. Weapon of the demi-human swordsman. When bestowed with this weapon by their queen, the swordsmen swear to find the truth that lies at the end of the procession of stars. There we go. I can read, guys. Uh, it's a really cool looking katana that has a unique weapon art that is pretty good. Let's try it out, shall we? Yeah, okay. I changed it so now we start back here like normal. Just so that we have a more standardized approach every single time. Overall, this thing is pretty good from what I understand. Assuming I don't play too greedy and stuff, or play poorly like that. I'm still getting some of this rust off, dude, I'll tell you. But overall, I mean, it's a katana, it has bleed, it's split damage, and you can't buff it, but I'll show off the weapon art pretty soon, once we get to a good timing for it. Yeah, like after this. The first two hits are a true combo against Malenia. The third hit is 2, but to do the third hit you have to do the fourth, which she can pressure out of. She can poise out of if she wants. But it's got pretty good range too on that. So I think it's a good weapon art for sure. Because it's just faster swinging pretty much, right? And that's one of the big things you want. Especially with the katana, because it helps with your bleed buildup. She could, yeah. So she could waterfowl out of us doing it. I did that so early, guys. Never punished. And then I have a little bit more to show off with that too. It actually has a follow-up, a third follow-up, but that thing is practically unusable against Malenia, so we'll save that for later. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been really fun being back. Last night should be at least. Wow, those both hit me too. Last night, I uploaded my Goblin Auto Club Manager video. I don't know if anybody is going to watch it. But I'll be interested to know what you guys think about me doing content like that. That's okay. Sometimes you just take the hit. It's okay. After she does that, you can do at least a single R1 or a single L2 weapon art. Any of her big openings, you could. It does reduce damage compared to your R1s, but it does have the benefit of double build-up on bleed, which is kind of nice. And technically, if you're going for 2, you may as well go, or you can justify going for 3 at least. I don't know why I went in on that one, but I did. Just 2 more. There we go. Phase 2. Ooh, I forgot to set up. So I got my entire save set up again, right? But I forgot to put my crab on my hotbar. That's all. We'll go ahead and just combo her. Try it out. See, at that point, I can't even hit the last button. The last hit is also a lot longer on startup. I got locked into 4 directions, that's why you recover early on that. Woo! She tried to cancel that in a tricky way that she's really not supposed to like to do. Good. You can go for a charge for 2 here as well. Wow, that whiffed. That surprises me. I almost forgot what I was doing there, guys. I almost just forgot to hold up my shield altogether. We're gonna run away, because I'm expecting... yeah. So, I don't know why. She tends to get like that later into the fight. Or if she does waterfowl, there's a good chance that she'll do Attack of the Clones after. By the way, she gets all of her posture back from this, so that's cool. But, it makes it really hard to approach her there, and I have found it better to just not... yeah. She can go really slap happy here with all this stuff, like... but she shouldn't do clones again, yeah. We're actually going to let her do the triple slash here. Yeah, there we go. And now we should be back in control of this pretty much. She shouldn't jump here. Oh, but she did the follow-up afterwards, dude. We're in one of those war of attrition spots. She doesn't want to die. I don't want to die. So we're just kind of stuck in a holding pattern. That's okay. We get the advantage off of most things that she does. Except for the fact that I keep getting kicked, which means getting kicked is a good way to get yourself opened up for Attack of the Clones, by the way. I don't think she'll clones here. Yeah. That one, it feels like it has a pretty big cooldown on it before she does it a second time. There we go. There we go. We actually dodged it for once, dude. Annoying, but we'll work with this. We'll actually get another crab in. Items, by the way, to talk about. I want to talk about this at some point. Curious how strong it is. The scorpion soup that you can only have 2 of in the entire game. Dude, I want you to chill for 2 seconds while I finish you off. There we go. Good fight. I like this weapon a lot. I didn't go for my talismans. I think this is a very standard setup that works for almost anything unless you're using paired weapons. But Dragon Crest Great Shield, Crimson Seed +1, Two-Handed Sword Talisman, and then the Blessed Blue Dew. Any physical build that just wants to use weapon arts, I think can justify running this. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the next spot, and while we are in the cemetery... Cemetery? Capital of Ash. I'm talking like Dark Souls 3. I'll show off the full weapon art. So there's 1, there's 2, and then you can hit 1 more time. And it's really hard to actually tell what the range is on it in solo play. But it's actually kind of massive. To note though, you don't actually get iframes from what I can tell on the 3rd follow-up. On the 2nd follow-up, I guess, the 3rd attack. Which really sucks. If it had iframes, I'd feel a lot better about it, I think. But... especially since it has, like, the Mist Raven effect, right? Raven of the Mists effect. So it kind of looks like it should, but I'm pretty sure, or from my testing, you could just get hit right out of it. By the way, I didn't read the description of the weapon art. The skill, or this skill, named after a demi-human swordsman, imbues sorcery energy into lined glintstones and executes a slash attack. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks, each dealing greater damage than the last. I didn't run Shard of Alexander this time, because I didn't know how much I'd be using it. I think for Gideon, we will try it out. The weapon art... where is Shard? There we go. The weapon art says it deals more damage with each consecutive use. I feel like the last one does significantly more damage than the other 2. But with how I was using it against Malenia, we're probably better off just doing it like this. I knew you'd come. Alright, dude. So 400 per, and then, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I probably bled there as well, didn't I? But still. That was, pretty good, huh? Yeah, go ahead, get your free heal, dude. Interesting. Looks like we could just kind of freely use this weapon art on him, honestly, if we want to. We could possibly... oh, there we go. I was worried about movement, maybe launching us over. I'll try that in just a second, actually. Cannot become a lord. Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't really planning on becoming a lord, except, wait a second, I am. But yeah. I don't want to kill myself by accident, but I think, due to the fact that you raise yourself with this weapon art, let's double check, but I think you can die if you use it here. Probably. Let's find out. No, you can't. Okay, look at that. Can you even get over this normally? Yeah. Okay. So, you're safe. Godfrey next, and then Radagon. And then we'll go on to Relana. There we go. I am... Not any further in the DLC anymore, so pretty much right now, when I run to the DLC, I'm just smacking a boss for 30 seconds to talk about the weapon a bit more. Unfortunately, just because I don't have the Scatter Tree Blessings. And the last time I went through to get them, it takes a couple hours to do, first of all, but it corrupted my save during my journey through it. Which makes me a little averse to trying it again. We didn't even take any damage against Gideon, by the way. We just used FP, but that's not a big deal. I like this weapon, by the way. It is split damage, and I have 64 int. So, like, I'm not showing it off, but I could use sorceries, too. I don't have very many sorceries. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't think sorceries are very good, typically. And then usually when I talk about that, somebody is bound to, you know, say, but wait, check out all these really cool things they do. And, I mean, yeah, they do look cool sometimes, but typically I find their performance subpar to just hitting R1. Maybe that's just a me thing. Alright, so that is not a place to hit R1. This guy might actually be worth justifying putting on the +1 seed again. There we go. Because he ends up doing so much more damage, and I don't know when to weapon art him still. Ooh. The weapon art does decent damage against him. Ouch. I think we were safe without needing to roll there, but that's okay. Oh, that tracks. Okay. Nice. I mean, like, the damage is really good on this thing, actually, though. And he hasn't transformed yet. We're keeping really high DPS and pressure on him, at least, you know? He's probably gonna, yeah, do that. Ooh, there is a good bleed. Might be able to just push him to phase 2 right here. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. I'm actually gonna poke him. Show no respect to this dude, I think. Oh, that's okay too. Remember, you just don't dodge that, and then as he's about to land on you, you roll it, and it can set you up pretty nicely. I mistimed the roll there a little bit, but that's still okay. I'm gonna poke him anyway. A lot of his attacks end up having really long startup. Like those grabs. The actual damage we're getting is huge on him too. We'll go for the follow-up. Yeah, and then we'll go for the finisher on him, right? That's pretty good damage. One of the few times you actually roll away from boss. There we go. I mean, like, this thing is doing really good against him. I like it. That actually felt really clean. I used 4 flasks. That's pretty good. Usually we're up at 8 or so flasks when fighting him. I think I've gotten a lot better at that fight too, though, by the way. Because I've been doing it in New Game Plus. Or I had to climb the New Game cycles, you know? So that helps a lot. By the way, I don't know if I ever talked about it. I think I was spreading some misinformation about Vow of the Indomitable. I think I was saying it has like 18 frames of... It has like 18 iframes on it. That's just wrong. It has 30. So you get a half second of iframes. With a 4-frame startup, and then you can block frame 1 out of it. So like, it's better than I was saying it was, if anything. Nice, nice. I'm not afraid. Ooh, thank you. You're so kind, dude. I wonder if I could have used my, my weapon art follow-up there to stop that from hitting me. I'm not at a good angle for this. That's okay, we got it. Bro. What was that, 3 teleports in a row? This guy bothers me sometimes. I'll do it too. Alright, I can't trade 1-for-1 with Radagon, it turns out. Wasn't sure if you guys were aware. Don't try that. He's probably about to teleport away and do rings. Honestly, I don't like going for the big dodge against this. You could also just vow and it's really safe. I'm just gonna heal actually. Ooh, thank you. Nice, nice. He's really playing along with me right now, actually, though. Thank you, Radagon. Screw you, Radagon. You just had to play nicely for like 1 more second. Thank you. There we go. We got him. We're gonna use a crab as well if we can in the timing. Fighting Elden Beast. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. This is below average damage, I will say that. Average damage you get here is, at least on a lot of the weapons that I use, tend to be at least 500 to 600. You usually get a little bit of yellow damage on that, you know. Oh, that was good. We kept up really consistent pressure there at the very least. I'm assuming he wants to rings, which is why I didn't chase. It ends up letting you work his AI a little more standard that way. We should get back on Torrent, though. So, I'm thinking of actually getting, like, a proper mic and stuff sometime soon. If anybody has any recommendations for that sort of thing, I have no idea where to begin with that. Just a more proper mic, because right now, the thing that I use is just a headset that is, very finicky, to say the least. Half the time I don't get audio out of both ears, and actually the majority of the time. Stuff like that, you know? Oh, boy. There we go, nice. Alright, we should get out of here. Actually, we shouldn't. What the heck? Hold on. Why did that hit multiple times? I do believe what happened, by the way, is I got hit, it hit Torrent, Torrent died, and it still has a longer active hurt box, or hitbox, than just instant. So after Torrent dies, you go into a free fall state, and then you get a new hurt box active. You lose all life frames when that happens. So it just kind of killed me. Which is really cool, dude. It's my fault. I wasn't being careful enough about it, really. Dude, if we get to phase 2, I would like to try this setup. This brings us up to higher elemental than we do physical resistances. Granted, I don't think we're really making it to phase 2 typically. I'm always surprised by the actual damage, though. I will say that. Like, that ideal to the boss. In fact, that I get yellow damage, I guess, pretty consistently. Right, like... They do a lot of damage to me too, I guess, but... Actually, they do a lot of damage. I wonder if you can actually circle strafe that attack. From what I could tell, not really, right? Does that music? No, okay. I thought the music cut out early there when I died. It didn't, don't worry. I think if I really want to do DLC stuff, I need to go get blessings, though. Because I'm in 20. Yeah, I'm at 5 blessings. I think it's like 6 or 7 where the first huge jump comes in, by the way. Whoops. Well, I almost died immediately. That cross sword attack does so much damage. Yeah, so she's like 4-shotting us, I guess is what it is. Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, I wanted to show off, by the way, if I can heal and actually like swap talismans. Alright, chill for 2 seconds. There we go. This talisman increases your sprinting attack damage by like 15%. It is significant. Always, I think. I think it's just incredibly strong. Heal twice, make it 3 times. That's like it's the kind of damage that you justify like all the time, right? Like that amount of damage bonus. Especially since a lot of it running attacks, if you didn't know, running attacks typically have slightly higher base damage multipliers than R1s and R2s. Well, uncharged at least. So like, all of a sudden we're dealing 1,051 damage here, when our base R1, base R2, running R2 was 750, I think. That's 33% more damage off of 2 talismans. That's massive. And like, you could even, I don't know, it's super easy to build around it, right? You either give yourself like bonus combo damage on a weapon or a running attack that's a really big hit count, or you could always run Ritual Sword or Blood of Exaltation. Blood's Exaltation, I guess I should say. Like now our attack rating is 1,115. Our running attack is going to do pretty good damage. Yeah, 1,157. That's good. And running attacks, if you didn't know, you can actually execute them really soon after recovery. And I think it allows you to play a very defensively pokey style with really high damage. Right. Your DPS is going to be lower if you're only doing run attacks. But if you're only going for 1 or 2 R1s anyway at a time because you're learning, it gets you a lot of damage. No, don't kill me yet. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not. I would never die. Oh. But anyway, you can see the kind of damage that it's improving my damage by, right? Do I have anything else I can show it off with? I don't know. There are some weapons. It's basically the same idea as the Claw Talisman, right? Except I think more weapons, a lot of weapons really enjoy just having... Do I have an upgraded Falx or anything? No. A lot of weapons enjoy their running attack no matter what it is, whereas jump attacks are few and far between, I guess. Like, not every jump attack is built the same. Most run attacks are really good. Dang, I don't have anything to show this off with, huh? That's so sad. A good one, a good example of this too is if you're fighting Malenia with a torch. Back when I did the Ghost Flame Torch, the R2s don't stagger her in the first hit, but the running R2 of a torch does. Which instantly means torch is better off of this, right? You get a big bonus for that. Anyway. That's gonna be where I leave this off, I think, honestly. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I really enjoy this weapon, honestly. It's a solid katana. Nothing special, it's just solid. And it's probably a good combo weapon. Well, it definitely is, because, like, combo weapons are already... katanas are already combo weapons. Oh. So yeah, it's good, is basically what I'm getting at. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll probably be choosing the next weapon myself, because nobody suggested one. And with that, I will get back to you guys later. Alright, thank you. Bye.